Good morning. It is Saturday the 13th of December and I am at Coventry today at Holbrooks parkrun. It's rather misty. Have a look. There it is. It's rather cold, but it's not raining, so that is an absolute bonus. Now today is a rather special birthday for someone, and that someone is Dick Van Dyke, or to give him his full name, Richard Wayne Van Dyke. Now, with a career spanning many films and television programmes, Dick Van Dyke today turns 100 years old. Now, it's a little crazy to think that one of the mediums that Dick became so famous for being on television was actually invented in the same year he was born. John Logie Baird, a Scottish inventor, transmitted the first television picture back on the 2nd of October in 1925. John was able to transmit a picture of his ventriloquist dummy, Stucky Bill, in what would become modern television. I do wonder what John Logie Baird would make of modern television, with millions of hours of footage produced every year. Would he see it as a validation of his work, a success, or would he see it for the monster it has become? Actually, if John Logie Baird saw some of the reality telly that's about, I suspect he wouldn't have gone ahead with the idea at all. I'm just aiming for a steady parkrun today. I've got a bit to do before, a bit to do after, 10k in total. So not aiming for any particular exciting times, but I've had a new parkrun, so I think I'm going to get very wet feet because it's mostly on grass. But it should be nice. You never know, the weather might clear up. Right, I need to get this run started, so happy birthday to Dick. And to quote the man himself, he said, "The secret to keeping moving is keeping moving." And I think that's something that most runners could certainly agree with. Right, let's get on. I have to say that if I thought the Cannon Hill start was lackluster, this one is next level. I have never been to a parkrun where we start with, "Okay, let's parkrun," and that means go. I don't think anyone quite knew what to actually go, but it was only a couple of seconds and we did get going. We start on this lovely path. There's not that many people here. I think it was 53, so no congestion issues this week. Stats are taking a bit of time to settle down. As I said last week, I have used the Garmin file this week, but it hasn't made any difference. It seems that the DJI Mimo app takes the starting figure and then works its way through to the end figure as kind of a transition rather than displaying the speed at that exact time. It's a bit odd. Anyway, we come off the path onto the first bit of the field and it is rather muddy, rather slippery.
Ooh, slippery.
Indeed, all slippery. Though the time said 5:23 a kilometre there, actually we started out quite a bit faster. So I was a little bit out of breath at this point.
Right done. Everybody get the whole course.
That's good to know.
Infamous body cut.
The water, is it?
You once you get up there, and you come down, you're coming down on the road.
The infamous Boggy corner, and it certainly was boggy. As we come up here, there's a stick across the path. It's not massive, but it is a bit of a trip hazard, so I do move it out of the way. Only costs a few seconds. Health and safety all the way. And there we are, kilometre 1 in a 5:56. We're going to represent the kilometres in the advancing age of Dick Van Dyke today. I did give a little there at the 5:56, in that I thought I was a bit slow. But now we come round, we're on the path, and we're going down the other side. This is one long path. So let's speed things up. I mean, this path just carries on and on and on. But look, a -2-ish gradient. I know the gradient's all over the place, but it's about a -2. It's a lovely downhill. Getting up a good speed. Again, because the stats aren't real time, you've got that transition, but that's roughly where I'm at. We come round and more path. So let's go get faster again. 25 top comes through. She leaves me for dust. And as we get to the bottom of this path, we come round the car park, head round to the left, back onto the grass, and round that little building on the right there.
Hey, Marshall.
One man and his dog. So as I say, we come round the back of this little building, past this side of the car park, and then carry on the grass all the way down to the two very small hills. Hillocks, bumps in the grass. Again, very muddy here, so running on the left there. Kilometre 2:5:32. We've really picked it up there. Very happy. And sadly, Dick has advanced in age somewhat. This is the tiny little hillock.
Thank you very much.
Number one.
Slippery down here and down the next down.
It was quite slippery. Best to take at some speed. Not this one though. This one best to take a little bit more cautiously. So you do not want to be going headfirst over those barriers. And here he is, red-faced, enjoying himself though. And we're back on the path. This is the start again.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
And hello to you too. So we do the whole of the first lap again. This chap in the blue shorts, he's the one that overtook me when I picked that stick up. I don't let him get away. He's mine. Takes me a bit of time to overtake him, but I do. And then as we get to the end of this part of the field, we have that little uphill. This is the second time we've done this. I think I was waffling about stats when I went up the first time. You go through those lines there, a little bit muddy, and we come round back to Boggy Corner again. And kilometre 3:5:42 with a very happy looking Dick there.
Cross country.
He's moved the sign. Wonder why. This is very much a course of two halves. You've got that really fast path going downhill and the really slow boggy grass coming uphill. But we're about to get back on that path. And kilometre 4:5:48, we're going at a reasonable pace now. We're all right. You don't need to see all the path again. You've seen it once. Why would you need to see it again? But we come back to the car park. We do a left onto the grass. We're in our last kilometre now. We go around that building. Left at the end again. And then all the way down to those two little hillocks. We maintain a reasonable pace at the moment, 5:47. That's not bad, not bad. And as we come round this bit again, being careful again on this bit, because we do not want to go over those barriers. And if you come down too fast, you've definitely got a risk. I don't know how the fast boys do it, and girls of course. And instead of carrying on for a third lap, we turn left. Come past the tennis courts, which is just next to the car park. And we're now coming up to the last 200 metres, and I decide I want to have a little push. I'm going to give it some. Here we go. Now as we come round this corner, it's just one long grassy straight to the finish. Now because the stats don't give you real-time feedback, it will start to transition from this, heading towards what my final figure is, my fastest pace. I have put my foot down here, only 100 metres to go. In reality, I think at this point I'm in the fours. We're having a nice push. Heart rate is climbing, heading towards a finish, and unlike most parkruns, dead on the line, 5k. We actually get up to about a 4:30 pace at the end there. The 5:22 final kilometre. That'll do. Now that was good fun. I think I got a really good time. I will wait for the official parkrun time to see. But given how hard it was underfoot, very, very muddy, very difficult to get any purchase, feet sliding all over the place. Could have really done with some off-road shoes for this. Trail shoes are probably a must in this kind of weather and winter. But it was great fun. I finished it off just by topping up another couple of K and then some strides. So overall, a great day. I need to get home, get showered, get sorted as always. So what's next week? Next week is the Die Hard run at Chasewater. Really looking forward to that one. This will be the third time doing it. Lots of people go dressed up for Die Hard because it is absolutely the best Christmas movie ever. And it's usually freezing cold, in a vest, dressed like John McClane. I love it. So look forward to that one. Right, all the best. Thanks for coming, and if I don't see you before, and it's not long now, but if I don't see you before, you have a lovely Christmas. Ta-ra.
100 years of Dick.